Erith Wellington manager Darren Manning after a very entertaining 3-3 draw. We'll start at the first half. Darren, I thought for the first 20 minutes we were fantastic. Everything you wanted them to do, we were doing. Keeping the ball, moving, winning duels, creating chances, especially in the final third. There was only one team in it.
For the first half, I'd extend that to. First half, they've probably got in our final third once and they scored. Apart from that, we probably had 10, 15 shots on goal. We looked very, very bright going forward. We looked lively. We was winning. We was really pressing with intent, nicking the ball high up the pitch. It was one-way traffic, and the goal, fair play to them. They've had one shot and they've scored. The deflection fell to them, and they've scored. And fair play to them for that. But I felt we was really dominant in the first half. And yeah, it was disappointing to go 1-0 down, considering the amount of good chances we had.
Did you think there was a foul in the build-up to their goal?
I'll be honest with you, I can't remember.
I sent it to you at half time.
Yeah, I've not looked on my phone. I'm too busy shouting.
I think they'll see there was a foul.
Possibly.
Kevin thought it was a foul as well.
Yeah,
so nothing was. It didn't quite go away in the first half.
No, it just weren't. Every shot we had was a bit of a half chance, and there was just the bobbling around. A couple of times he wouldn't settle for Sewer to get his shot off. But no, I was very, very pleased with how dominant we was, and today I was pleased with the performance, apart from a 15-minute spell at the start of the second half.
Right, so the second. What do you say at half time to the players? Did you say go and win the game?
I just said we're dominant. Don't change. Just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep creating chances. And with the firepower we've got in this squad, with the 3 that started and the 2 on the bench, and Rob Brown not even in the country, it's going to be frightening for some teams to come up against that front 6. And we know that different players suit for different games, but I felt today they were very good, the forward players, and the midfield 3 as well. I thought Greg and E-Man's work rate in there was unparalleled. They were everywhere. Sometimes doing too much running, like I tell them. And Touch just held his own there, and I felt we was good, and I felt we defended well as well, considering they had one shot. We was winning every first contact and pushing them back. Only a couple of times we broke a sweat at the back, and they punished us first half.
Second half, they probably thought they might have had a penalty a couple of seconds before they got one. What were you thinking there when they get a penalty straight at the start of the second half?
Well, as soon as we go 3-0 down inside 10 minutes of the second half, I'm thinking that we've done it again. We keep giving teams goals, and we keep making it extremely hard for ourselves.
The third goal was a good goal though, yeah?
Yeah, good goal, but again, we defended very badly for it. They've done well for everything they've got. They've probably worked on a training ground and that for a while and so on. So fair play, it was a good goal. And them sort of goals, I'm okay with conceding, if that makes sense, because they've done well to do it. It was a great cross and a great finish, but again, it shouldn't even got to that point. Do you know what I mean?
Did that third goal only come though because their shoulders loosened up a little bit and they thought everything was going their way? They're 2-0 up and they started to relax.
Possibly. They might have thought it was game done, especially when they got the third goal. I know for a fact they did, especially their goalkeeper, because the nonsense coming out of his mouth at 3-0 was hilarious, considering the goalkeeper who can't catch was giving that absolute abuse to people. He needs to have a look at himself before anything else, if anything. But no, they would have thought it was 3-0, at 3-0 that it was game done. But and I'll be honest with you, at one point I did, because I didn't know what reaction we was going to get, because going 2-3 that quick can really take the stuffing out of you.
Especially when they've worked so hard and been dominant.
Especially when you do so well in the first half and then you go in thinking, how the hell is it while we're 1-0 down? Then all of a sudden, within 10 minutes, you're 3-0 down. Me and Joe were looking at each other. Me and Joe started laughing at one point. It was like, how has this even happened? But credit to them, because they I know they were missing a lot of players today, and they're putting a good shift there, and they did cause us problems, especially that 10-minute spell after half time.
But that said, did you think get one and we can probably still click into gear again?
I've said it to you a lot. We're very much a rhythm-based team, and when we get in our rhythm and get in our flow, we can score for fun. And we proved that there. That once we got in our rhythm and we got one, we knew we'd get 2. It was if we could get the 3rd and 4th. That was the thing. And if I'm honest with you, a bit disappointed we didn't get the 4th.
At the end there, we're in.
Yeah, we're in. A couple of times we had overloads and we just didn't make the right decisions to get the 4th to win the game. So I'll be honest with you, I am disappointed we haven't won, but I'm also incredibly proud of how they reacted from 3-0 down. So it's a bit mixed emotions for me today, mate.
What we said the other day was we've had 15-20 minutes there of a great performance. Can we now put a half in? Well, we have now. We put in 45 minutes against a good team, not against a poor team.
Yeah, today we probably had 70 minutes. Just that in the middle, that 10, 15 minutes after half time, we weren't good at all. and we give them 2 goals. So we've probably done 70 minutes there. So it's coming. It is coming, and you can tell, Tom, from when I first got here to now, it's polar opposite. It's the real flair going forward, and we need to be tighter at the back and be a lot more organised defensively. But when you're losing a centre back every week,
yeah,
and stuff like that, it doesn't help. And Dammy's had to go in there today for the last 20 minutes because Andrew's pulled his hamstring, so that's another centre back out.
Yeah,
that's another one gone. So we really need to look at that situation this week to see where we go from there.
Where's Costa with the injury?
Costa's going to be out for about a month.
Right. Okay.
So we're really short in that department. So me and Joe need to look at that this week and see how we address it.
Some of their players, some of their supporters walked out at 3-0, so we might as well go home. It's over, and they left.
Exactly.
When they see the result, are they going to be in any doubt as to which team should have won today?
No, I honestly feel, and I've got a lot of respect for Marlon there. I've got a lot of respect for him. I think he's a really top bloke. But I do think we deserve to win today. I do think we deserve to, and I'm not sure he'll argue it too much because I know he knows his football. I felt we deserved to win, but
should any side be drawing when they're 3-0 up, though, Darren?
Exactly that. But when they're 3-0 up, they should see that game out. So, and that's why I'm incredibly proud. And you probably heard me, Tom, shout, "Where's my characters? Where's my leaders?" And they step up. And again, Ollie gets 2 goals. He steps up again when we need him. He steps up to the plate and delivers.
I want to give a shout out to Mikey because I think the last 2 or 3 games at the back where he's been ripping people out of the way to win the ball and put his body on the line and stuff like that. I mean, some things haven't gone for him. He's had a goal disallowed, but I thought, he's becoming that kind of war horse that you want, isn't he?
He made one mistake today and it cost us a goal.
Yep.
Where he tried to nick in and the player just rolled him, and he knows that. He knows that. Me and Mikey have got a very honest relationship, and I told him after the game, you know what it is. He knew he recognised it straight away. But that's the difference now. He's recognising it, and he knows how to address it.
And it's not affecting the rest of his game, is it?
It's not. He's just getting on with it, and he's been outstanding. Especially, you got to think he's played with a different part. He's played with 4 or 5 different centre back partners over the last month.
And he might be playing with you next week.
And it could be me or you, Tom, in there next week. But it's going to be another new one for him on Saturday, and it's going to be interesting what we can get done this week to get that sorted, ready for next week.
Well, Darren, I think everybody here today, there were people walking out just saying, what a game.
Yeah.
Great game, good performance.
We keep doing it, K Sports and now that.
And we've got the very minimum that we deserve, so it's something to launch onto in it for the next
massively.
game.
If we come away here losing today, I'd have been very disappointed. But from 3-0 down, that's what you expect. But to come back from 3-0 down, I'm extremely proud of the players, and they showed what character and what never say die attitude we've got, and that's what me and Joe wanted me seeing. That last half hour was a real mine and Joe team, if that makes sense. That doesn't matter. We just keep going, keep working hard, and we'll get our just rewards, because you get rewarded if you work hard in life, and that's what we need to remember from minute 1 next week.
We've got some big games coming up, teams around us.
Yeah, Lordswood next week, Fisher after that. So we've got some big games. We just need to keep focusing on us, and keep putting points on the board, and see if we can finish as high as possible.
I'm sure their manager will want to put one over on us, being a previous Wellington Town manager.
Lordswood, yeah, a couple of ex-players there as well. I think Mehmet's over there, so it'd be good to see Mehmet.
Bit of a spicy game, possibly?
Mate, I'm here to win games of football and play our way. I'm not interested in it.
I meant on the pitch.
Yeah, mate, we just got to play with fight. Play with desire, play with hunger, and we'll be where we want to be, mate.
Well done, Darren, on today. Great performance.
Top man.
Shame we never got all 3, but it's coming.
Perfect. Top man. Cheers, Tom.
Cheers, mate.